So I'm going to put parchment paper down. Let's see. Okay. I don't know what popped up there, but anyway, I've got 2 sticks of butter melting here, and I'm going to put down graham crackers. I'm going to preheat the oven to 350. The reason you want to put parchment paper down is this gets real gooey and it'll be hard to clean up if you don't put the parchment paper down. So I'm going to start out with the graham crackers here. Well, it looks like one of these is crumpled a little bit, but it still won't hurt. I'm going to put them on there and sort them around. You break this up anyway, so it's not really going to hurt if they're broken. I don't know why they're broken, but anyway. I'm going to open this other pack too. What you're doing is you're going to make a kind of like a homemade caramel topping and pour it over the graham crackers. I saw one person took and they crumpled up graham crackers and put them, sorry these are all broke guys, I didn't realize. Kind of just want to have one layer. So I'm going to fill this in. I'm melting 2 sticks of butter. Yeah, I'm just going to fill this in with, I don't have crackers and I think it will be fine. See, you can even use broken graham crackers. Okay, now I'm going to measure out a cup of brown sugar. And I'm going to put that packed. I want to pack it. I'm going to add that to my, I don't know if you can see that. I guess you can. I'm going to add that to my butter. And it says to stir this for, actually bring it to a boil. And then you want to stir it for 2 minutes. So that's what we're doing. And while that's going, I'm going to take my pecans. I've got about a cup of pecans here. And I am going to cut them up without getting them all over the floor, hopefully. I don't want them totally little, but I don't want them really big either. This tastes supposedly just like toffee. So let's see what we got. I did a live yesterday and somehow it's scheduled to go up last night at midnight, so I'm learning all this stuff. Let me give this a stir again. This is super easy. Super, super easy. And my name is Sally, and this is Breakfast, Lunch, and Dinner Cooking, BLND Cooking. And I've been doing videos for almost a year on YouTube. And I really enjoy it. It's something I really look forward to. I was an art teacher for a while, and I just love teaching people. My grandmother was a teacher, and I think that's where I get it from. I'm a lot like her. I love to cook, and so did she. I have, I don't know if you're into sourdough, but I have a lot of sourdough recipes and all kinds of stuff. You'll have to look on my channel, BLND Cooking. And hey, let's see if we can get this going. It says to boil it for 2 minutes. That was 2 sticks of butter and a cup of brown sugar. So far, that's all that's in this. Let's see what we got. Hello. These lives are so fun. And I did magic bars a couple days ago. And I don't know if you guys like curry, but I did the most delicious tofu curry. Oh my gosh, it's so good. In fact, I'm still eating it. This is coming along. Yesterday I did a live and I got 2 people calling me. So hopefully today, no phone calls. I live in Florida and I'm hoping to sell my place and move back to Michigan. That's what I'm hoping for. Looks like it's coming to a boil. Okay, I'm going to put the timer on for 2 minutes. I've never made this before, so you can try it right along with me. And what I'm going to do after this boils for the 2 minutes, I am going to add vanilla and just like a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Doesn't seem like the brown sugar wants to meld in with the butter, but I'm doing it like it says. This is, I think they're called pecan praline or something. That was my oven that's set for 350. After you pour this on, you bake it for 10 minutes. So, oh, it seems like it's coming together now. Yeah, it's coming together now. Hope you guys can see it okay. I was telling you, I've seen that where they take muffin cups and they break up the crackers in the muffin cups and then they pour this in each one, so it's a little separate little deal. Okay, yeah, it did come together. Okay, so what you're doing is you're basically making like a homemade caramel. Can you see that? Now I'm going to add 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and a teaspoon of vanilla. See if that pours in there okay. Yeah, it did. Okay. You mix that in. And then you pour it over the graham crackers. Let's see if you guys can see what I'm doing here. I'm just going to try to pour it just a little bit at a time so that I get them all good. Sure smells good. Smells like caramel. Let me get all that out of there. Okay, now I'm going to try to spread it over this. Make sure it's all over all the crackers. Would have been better if they weren't all broke, but it is what it is. I just bought these too. That's the crazy part. Somebody must have dropped the box without anybody knowing. I'm all done with this. You break it up like toffee anyway, so. Okay, I think we're good. Now I'm going to sprinkle all the pecans on it evenly. And try when you grab these up, don't get the very bottom because you don't want to get any shells. Sometimes if you grab the bottom of the bag, you can get shells and you don't want that. So I'm going to be careful here. I don't need anybody breaking their teeth. I think I'm going to take these to Virginia with me when I go see my grandkids. All right, I'm going to put these in the 350 oven for 10 minutes. And we'll see what we got. And I thought what I could do after I got those in the oven, let me set the timer. Okay, what I'm going to do is I made these magic bars the other day, and I only had a few left from cards, so I'm going to put those on this plate. You got to try that recipe too. The only thing I would have done differently with these, and they're magic bars, is you take the graham crackers, you put it on the bottom with the butter, and then you add the coconut and nuts and the chocolate chips. But you cover it with the sweetened condensed milk. I wish I would have put the nuts and the coconut down, put the sweetened condensed milk, and then the chocolate chips. Because some of the chocolate chips got a little bit white from the sweetened condensed milk, but believe me, these still are delicious. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wash this up. And get this ready for my new goodies. I want to show you the best way to store things. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to dry this off. I need to get some more of these containers. And you know, a lot of people have those pretty Christmas cans. And those are nice too. I have had those, and they come and they go. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some paper towel and dry it the rest of the way. So there's no moisture in there. And the top of this really wasn't dirty. So I'm just going to wipe that off. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get some wax paper. And I always line the bottom with a little bit of wax paper because it just looks more appetizing. And let's see what we got here. ¿Cómo estás? Hi, Paula. And Hadrian. I appreciate the live chat. I'm Sally, and I love to cook. And I'm trying out these lives because I feel like more people can get to know me that way. And I'm going to add a little water to this pan so that it doesn't stick on there. Wipe up my stove a little bit. And let's see. Okay. What else can I tell you? I'm moving to northern Michigan eventually here. I'm going to build a little one-bedroom house. And I just keep visualizing it because that's what they tell you to do. Visualization is the key. And I've done that my whole life. And the Lord's always blessed me with whatever I wanted. So, yeah, with these lives, I tried to do something that's short so that you're not on here waiting for an hour. Because normally, when you always save your rubber bands from from your onions or whatever, because they work great for stuff like this. I guess I'll clean up some of this mess while I'm waiting for that. 4 more minutes. And I have 4 children. My oldest is going to be 40 this year, which is amazing. I don't know where time goes. I really don't. And my baby turned 30. So I had a 10-year spread, and my littlest daughter's getting married in May to a wonderful man. And you never get a phone call until you're going live, and then you get a phone call. Sorry about that. Yeah, these are smelling good. They're smelling really good. So what I'm going to do when they come out is I'm going to break them up, put them in here, and then I'm going to put another layer of wax paper, and they store perfectly that way. I'm going to take a peek. Ooh, they look good. They look really good. What else can I tell you? In December, I'm going to be doing a starting December 1st, I'm going to be doing a cookie every day for 25 days, God willing. And I'm also going to do something fun with my Christmas tree. That'll be a little different too. And I'm going to try cornbread stuffing this season for Thanksgiving, because I have watched my friend make it and I've watched other videos, and I've never ate cornbread stuffing. I always thought, why would they do it with that? But what they do is they boil up a chicken and get all this wonderful broth, and they bake the cornbread, and then they crumple it up, and they add celery and onions and sage and all the regular stuff, but they add a little regular bread too. So they mix that all up with that wonderful chicken broth, and then they take the chicken off the bone, and then they add like cream of celery and cream of mushroom soup, and it's just a big jiggly deal. And then you bake it, and it gets firm, and it looks wonderful. So I am going to try that this season. I might be at my son's for Thanksgiving in Virginia, but I'm going to do it there. If I'll bring my little stand. And boy, this is the longest 10 minutes of my life. Let's see. Hi, Wilma. Happy Tuesday. Yep. And anyway, could this be easier? Just graham crackers. You melt 2 sticks of butter, a cup of brown sugar, boil it 2 minutes, and then you add a teaspoon of vanilla and a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Bake it for 10 minutes on 350. And I also wanted to show you guys, these are my hot pads that I always make. These I make with 100% cotton from Michael's or Walmart. And all you do is take and do 38 chains, and you just keep doing single crochets all the way around, all the way around. And if you want to change the color, you just take the 2 strings and tie them together, and they're all on the inside because these are double thickness. And since they're 100% cotton, they don't burn, and they make the nicest gifts. So it's just 38 chains, or actually 36 chains, depending on how big you want it. And then you chain 12 at the end to make the loop. And then you sew it together. It comes together in a square. It's the craziest thing. And then you sew it from underneath. You sew it from underneath so that it doesn't make a raised line. But if you crochet, these are the easiest things going. And 100% cotton, don't forget that part. And it looks like these are coming out of the oven. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Blast off. No. All right, let me show you. I'm going to come out of the oven now. Shut that off. Oh my gosh, they look perfect. Yeah, all of it bubbled up and kind of all came together. Oh my gosh, does that look good? Okay, guys, well, I think it's going to be a while before I can handle this. So you'll have to try this. Nothing to it. Thank you so much for watching. And remember, there's nothing you can't do if you put your mind to it. And love the Lord with all your heart. Bye now.